Hi, I'm John. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I hope you like the content you're about to see, and if so, please do subscribe and leave me a comment. I'd like to interact with as many of you as possible. First of all, let me take care of some housekeeping. I recently achieved 100 subscribers on this channel, which is not a big number, but for me, it's personally a big deal. So I thank all of you who do like my content and have subscribed and are looking to follow me for more such content. And I hope that you will share my videos, this one and the other videos that you see, and share them with your friends, and hopefully they will be able to join the community. I'm all about community, and I'm glad that you have decided to join me in my journey toward becoming a proficient landscape and nature photographer. In my last video, I teased that I was awaiting receipt of a new toy, and I hoped that I would be able to use it in my next video. That video is this one, and the new toy is actually the camera that I'm shooting on this right now, which is a Canon R6. I've been a Canon shooter for as long as I can remember, but this is my first foray into mirrorless, and I hope that eventually I'm going to be able to migrate all of my cameras into mirrorless, but right now it's just this one. The R6 is right now being paired with the 24-105 f4L, and that's the only one that I can actually get right now. Unfortunately, the RF adapter is back ordered, so this is actually the only lens I can use the camera on. So it's going to limit my usability for the immediate future. But I still hope that if I get some opportunities here at Planting Fields Arboretum in Oyster Bay, Long Island, that I'll be able to use this camera for my landscape shots. It'll be my first time actually shooting with it. I have my Canon 5D Mark IV and my Sigma 105 macro lens for flower photography. This being kind of a cloudy, overcast day, and what sun there is kind of hazed out by the smoke from the western wildfires 2,500 miles away. It's not that great a sunny day, which is kind of, sucks for big vistas, but it's actually very good for flowers and also for woodland. So in fact, this being migration season, I might even be able to get some bird shots. So I'm going to try and get at least 2 out of those 3 genres in my time out here today. I'll be here for a couple of hours. So, and going back to the subject of the wildfires, for those of you who are in the West Coast and are suffering for that right now, I certainly feel for you. I hope you all stay safe and hope that conditions improve for you soon. And with no further ado, let's go find some shots. Well, location number 1 was a bust. I was going to the bird sanctuary, which is off to my right, and unfortunately it's closed for maintenance right now. Well, it's not closed, but there's maintenance going on. There's a lot of hammering, sawing. They're basically either rebuilding or actually taking down the bird blinds, and the water holes have been drained. So no birds over there. So I'm going to try to find one of the gardens and do some macro photography of some flowers, and if one of the fields allows, I'll do some wider shots as well, but we'll see how it works. Alright, so I did find a garden area. Actually, it's, not many flowers out. It's late in the season, but there's always going to be some. So I've got, I'm not sure what these flowers are. I mean, I'm pretty good at identifying birds, but I kind of suck at flowers. So if anybody knows what these flowers are, please let me know in the comments. But I am setting up for a macro image with my 5D Mark IV and the 105 macro. There is a little bit of a breeze going on, so just like my last video, it's going to probably be a little bit of a wait. I'm not going to make you guys suffer through waiting for the breeze to die down. But I think shooting at various apertures between 2.8 all the way up to about 9, I'll have a nice variety of shots to choose from, and whichever one or ones that I like best, you'll see coming up right here. right now, just basically 2 feet from where I just was shooting. I've got my camera trained on some pink flowers, which again I don't know what they are, and I apologize for that. Hopefully, as I'm posting these on the video, they will be identified, and you'll see some signage saying basically what it is. But you know, for the last shots, and similarly for this one, because there is a slight breeze and the light's kind of changing with the clouds kind of going in and out, I've been varying my my exposure anywhere from ISO 400 to ISO 200. My shutter speeds anywhere between 225 to 500, actually even 800. A couple of shots I took, and I don't know which one you're going to see on this video, but I'm going to have the same struggle here. Though it seems like the wind has died down just a little bit now, so this might be the time to take a focus. Focusing manually is just my preference, not everybody does. And this is one instance where I wish, unlike the R6 that I'm filming this on, that this camera had a flip-down screen, or flip-up screen, or a full flippy screen basically, so that I'd be able to save my knees and I have to get down to a position like where I am right now. I'm going to back up a little bit, and of course, just as soon as I say that, the wind kicks up, so I'm going to have to wait for that. But I am focusing manually. I've got my ISO right now at 200. I think I'm going to keep it there for the rest of my flower shooting. And my shutter speed currently is about 800 at f3.5. Again, with the last series of shots I took, I used everywhere from f2.8 to 7.1, and I'm going to take a similar series of shots here to see which one comes out the best. The one good thing about this spot here is that it's slightly sheltered, and also I've got some nice backlight going on in the flowers here. So let's see. Oh, the sun just came out. Okay, so let me go line up right now and see if I can get this while the light is the best. Bada bing, bada boom. Well, it's kind of my bad luck today in terms of woodland, because the trail that goes through the woods is closed because of dangerous conditions. That's what the sign says, and I presume what that means is probably overhanging branches and stuff, damage from the recent tropical storms. It's unfortunate because I was hoping to either get some woodland shots or some bird shots. I can hear birds all around me. If you can hear a kind of a chirping sound, that's probably a cardinal. I heard a hawk of some species or another a minute ago. And I know they're catbirds. All these birds are sitting in the trees waiting for me to go the hell away. So I think I would maybe try to walk around the outskirts of the woods. The park closes in about an hour, so I don't have a lot more time to shoot. If the birds don't work out, then I guess I'll probably go back to try and get a few more flower shots, and then I'll call it a day. So let's see what happens. So for me, there's 3 ways to look for birds to shoot. One is to go to where there's a lot of birds and just wait for them. 2 is to walk around until you see some birds and then track them. 3 is to just kind of stumble across one. So I may have come across 3 because I'm pretty sure that right behind me there's a catbird, and in front of me somewhere, I'm not sure what it is, and up to my left is that raptor, because it was calling just a minute ago. So I'm going to stop the video now. If I shoot anything, you'll see it. If I don't, I'll let you know that I couldn't find it. Well, I didn't find the birds, but I think I found a landscape composition. I wanted to get at least one with the R6 just to see how it works out. So over my left shoulder here, you'll see a couple of white birches framing or being framed by the sky above with some nice clouds coming in, and the yellowing grasses below. So right now I'm set up at about ISO 100, shutter speed is about 1/50th, and I think I'm going to wind up zooming out to about 100 millimeters. I'll probably take a couple of them, and ultimately I think my composition is going to be a vertical. I may crop that to a square, or I may just leave it in like 4x5 or something. So whatever it is, you will see it before. Well, I won't say you will see it before I do, because obviously I'll be editing it, but in any case, you will see it momentarily. I hope I get at least one more shot before the day is out. I think I've got something. It's goldfinches, but unfortunately they're hiding. I know they're in there, I can hear them. I saw one, but I want to see if I can get a quick shot of one. It's already about a half hour before closing, so I've only got about 10-15 minutes before I gotta start making my way to the exit. So if I get a shot, you'll see it. If not, thanks for coming. Sometimes you don't always get the shot, sometimes it's just about being outside. Definitely this is one of those days. And hopefully I'll have better days ahead. Next week I am going to be going out to upstate, I should say, to the Lake George, which is just north of Albany. Foliage should be starting to turn that far north. So in a couple of weeks, when I'll be able to start uploading a couple of shots from up there, and hopefully you'll be much more entertained than maybe you were here. So please bear with me. But actually, as I'm looking around, I do see some interesting little backlit grass shots that might actually be very nice also. So again, thanks, and if I like those, you'll also see those at the end of this video. Bye. hopefully I'll have a chance to use it for some landscape shooting today. I'm at the damn, where the hell am I? Okay. So my last video, I teased that I was awaiting a new toy, and I was hoping to be able to use it for my next video. That next video is this next video. This video. Oh, I didn't have my mic on.